So now, as you can see on the screen, that the tenses, the three main divisions of times are the present, past and the future. That is, the time now, time then and time to come. The verb of the sentence has most to do with denoting time. So we say there are three tenses of verb, namely present tense, past and future tense. Now, students, you know that each tense again has divided into four subparts, and that four are, the first one is the indefinite or simple. It can be called, mostly we use simple word, indefinite or simple. The second one is imperfect, or you can say continuous, or you can say progressive tense. And the third one is perfect, and fourth one is perfect continuous. That means all the tenses will be having the, like for example, if we talk about present tense, we will be having simple present tense or indefinite present tense, imperfect or continuous present tense or progressive progressive present tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. So that means each tense has four subparts. Hope up to this part it is clear to you that the three tenses, the present, the past and the future, and each tense is having the subparts of indefinite, imperfect or continuous or progressive, perfect or perfect continuous. So now here we are having the present tense, simple present tense. Now the structure is subject plus main verb, the first form of the main verb plus object. You can see the uses are for the habitual or regular or repeated action, for universal truth, for expressing the possession, etc. Now some examples are given here. For example, Mukesh goes to bed at 10 p.m. She reads the newspaper every morning. It is an habitual action. 2 and 2 makes 4. That is truth. And I have a car, or he owns a big building. It expresses the possession. So here we can just see the structure is as accordingly used in the sentence, right? So now we go for the present continuous tense. The structure as it is given, that it is subject plus is MR. It is, all these three are the helping verbs plus main verb plus ing form of with the main verb. That you can say it is the fourth form of the verb plus object. Now the usage are, it is used for an action going on the time of speaking. The second one, to describe an action going over a period of time including the present but may not be going on the time of speaking. It can be. Third, and to describe an action which is going to take place in the near future, or it is a plan. For examples are, Mukesh is coming now. It is the present continuous tense. I am learning French. Then I am leaving for Jaipur tomorrow. This is also a pre-plan that is made. All these are in the present continuous tense. Now we have the third form, that is the present perfect tense. Now the structure here is subject plus has or have plus main verb, third form of the main verb plus object. Now you can see the has will be used with the singular subject and have will be used with the plural subject. And the third form of the verb will be the past participle form. That is, for example, if we say go, went, gone. So the third form is gone. Help, helped, helped. So helped will be the third form of the verb, like that. Okay. Then now what are the uses? They are used to indicate an action that has been completed or finished or done just now near the present time or little time back. Secondly, for the past actions which are continuing in the present time or have the effect in the present time. Third one, how to describe the past action of the time of which is neither indicated nor definite. Sorry, not how word is there. How is by mistakenly print there. It is to describe the past action of the time which is neither indicated nor definite. It is not definite. Now the examples are, she has written a letter. She has written a letter. You can see has plus third form of the word, that is written. I have done my work. I have done. Do, did, done. Third form of the word do. My work. He has helped me several times. Has helped. So according to the subject, has or have will be used, and the third form of the verb is used. I hope up to this part it is clear. So now the last one is the present perfect continuous tense. Now here the structure is subject plus has been or have been plus main verb with ing form plus object, and use of for and since plus time. This is an optional part. If it is the time is mentioned, then only we use for and since. Now the usage, it is used to describe an action which began at some time in the past and still continuing, because it is continuous also and perfect also. So the action that has started at that some time in the past and still continuing, then it will be the present perfect continuous tense sentence. The secondly, it is used in the present perfect continuous, the use of since to indicate the point of time and for to indicate the period of time. For example, when if we say 2 hours, it is a period of time. How much time? 2 hours. Then if we say since 8 o'clock, that is that point of time that up to from where we have started. So accordingly, since and for is used. Now some of the examples are, she has been reading a novel since morning. That means from the morning she has been reading a novel. She has started in the morning and she is still continuing, because you know that novel is not a small one. It takes time for reading. Yes. Then the next one is, I have been teaching in the school for 5 years. He has been sleeping since 3 p.m. So all these are the examples.